Hi everyone, in this video we're going to learn how to solve quadratic equations using the quadratic formula. If we look at our first example, we can see that we have 2x squared plus 7x plus 3. Now remember, this needs to be written in standard form. So it needs to be written in the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, which is exactly what we have in this case. This makes it very easy to identify that A is equal to 2, B is equal to 7, and C is equal to 3. After this, it's just about putting it into the formula. X is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. When we plug this in, we get negative 7 plus or minus the square root of 7 squared minus 4 times 2 times 3, all divided by 2 times 2. Now, to solve these, I like simplifying under the square root first. So I'm just going to determine what 7 squared minus 4 times 2 times 3 is. And in this case, that's going to give us a root 25. And we are dividing by 2 times 2, which is 4. That means that root 25, really nice, it just works out to 5. We end up with two brackets. So x is either equal to negative 7 plus 5 over 4, or x is equal to negative 7 minus 5 over 4. Simplifying this even further, negative 7 plus 5 is equal to negative 2. So negative 2 over 4, or negative 1/2, is one solution. Our second solution will be equal to negative 7 minus 5, which is negative 12 over 4, which ends up being negative 3. So those are our two solutions in this case. When we go to our second example here, it is 7 minus 15x is equal to negative 2x squared. Now, the first thing I'm noticing is this is not in standard form. And remember, standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So we're going to move our negative 2x squared to the other side to get positive 2x squared. And then the next thing we want to write is the negative 15x. So I'm going to write that beside it, followed by our positive 7. And that is equal to 0. Now that we have it in standard form, we can determine that A is equal to 2, B is equal to negative 15, and C is equal to positive 7. So when we go to plug it into our formula, we know x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2 times a. So let's plug this in. B is negative 15. Negative b will be positive 15, plus or minus the square root of negative 15 squared minus 4 times 2 times 7, all divided by 2a, so 2 times 2. Again, we're going to simplify this by starting with our square root. So negative 15 squared is 225, and we are subtracting 4 times 2 times 7, giving us 169 under the square root. So we have 15 plus or minus the square root of 169, and then 2 times 2 is just equal to 4. Now we're lucky again because the square root of 169 is equal to 13. So we end up with two solutions, one taking the positive sign, where we have 15 plus 13 over 4, and one taking the negative sign, where we have 15 minus 13 over 4. When we solve these even further, we get x is equal to 15 plus 13, which is 28 over 4. This divides really nicely, giving us x is equal to 7. And on our other side, we have x is equal to 15 minus 13, which is 2 over 4, which simplifies to x is equal to 1/2. So remember, when we are working with these equations, get your equation into standard form, state your a, b, and c, and then just plug it into the quadratic formula and solve.